Hello students. So today we are going to start with our second half of subject Science Standard 6, lesson number 1, that is Natural Resources, Air, Water and Land revision. So we'll begin with the second half. The topic is, do other living things need water? We use water in large quantities, we know about that. We have also learned that water on the earth is regulated through the water cycle. The water vapor formed from the oceans is the main source of water in the water cycle. It gets converted into rain, creating fresh water sources on earth. Students, we also get water from natural sources such as streams, rivers, ponds, springs, and lakes. Man also digs wells and bore wells to lift groundwater. Apart from this, man has also connected bunds and dams of various sizes on river. Due to the uncontrolled use of water for an increasing population, industry and farming, it is now a short supply. Water scarcity has become a serious problem. Moving ahead, the land on earth also look like this. If a pipeline is being laid in your neighborhood, observe carefully the pits that are dug for this purpose. You will see some layers under the land surface as shown in your textbook or in this figure. Students, if the land has mature soil, the uppermost layer is formed by decomposition of the remains of plants and animals. This layer is called as humus. It is usually found in very dense forest. The land below this is full of sand, soil, small stones, worms, insects, etc. Soil and pieces of bedrock are found below this layer of the land. This soil is immature. Further below this layer, the proportion of soil decreases and that of the rock increases. Now, this is the layer of bedrock. The main minerals in the soil are derived from these rocks. That is why soil in different region is different. The color and texture of the soil are both determined by the bedrock. Moving ahead, the process of soil formation. Now students, the soil on the land is formed by natural process. The abiotic components of soil are supplied through the weathering of the bedrock. Now due to the heat, cold, water of the sun, then wind and rain respectively, the bedrock breaks down into several pieces. Stones, sands and soil are formed from these pieces. Microbes, worms and insects are found among them. Rodents like mice and rats are also found here. Okay students, the roots of trees growing on the land also helps in weathering of rock. The process of soil formation is very slow and continuous. It takes about 1,000 years for 2.5 centimeter thick layer of mature soil to form. Now moving to next page, soil can get destroyed in a short period due to flood, storm and many other disasters such as mining. That is why it is necessary to conserve all and to preserve erosion of land. The best remedy for this is to increase the green cover of the land. Erosion of land is reduced if grass, trees, and bushes are grown on it. Now, obtain specimens of soil from various places in your surroundings, such as your yard, garden, hills, river, and you have to observe what differences there are. Humus is the layer which is formed on soil due to the decomposition of dead plants and animals by microbes. Humus supplies nutrients to the soil. Humus is also important for aerating the soil and for holding water on the soil. The proportion of humus is the upper layer of good fertile soil is about 33% to 50%. Next we have is forests on land get buried underground due to the great upheavals the dark forest on the earth many ages ago. After that, the process of soil formation started from the remains of living things took place underground. We get fuels like petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin, and other useful materials like tar and wax from the fossil fuel called crude oil. Living things use land, water, and air available on the earth, and so does man. However, the portion of these resources that are actually put to use are very small as compared to the whole earth. You can see it in this table, correct? Even in these small proportions, the resources shown in the above table are sufficient for all living things. Only it is very necessary for man to control his greed. In other words, he must use the resources judiciously with the awareness that there are means for all other living things and not just for mankind. Also, institutes that work is one in Indian Meteorological Department, or you can call as IMD, was also established in 1875 for studying the weather in the Indian subcontinent. The main function of this institute is to observe the weather and to make weather forecast. This institute, who conducts research related to changes in weather, makes forecast about rains and studies the development related to global warming. So students, here we finish the revision part of our lesson. We'll continue in our next session. Till then, thank you.